Hello there, everyone, and welcome to the second session in our 5-Minute Fridays video series, where we've teamed up with our partners at signNow to bring you relevant content and stories around the platform that goes beyond e-signatures and helps you to automate your document processes to increase your organization's productivity. I'm very excited to be back with you again for another video. Again, my name is Stephanie Baskerville. I'm the content writer here at ProServe IT. And joining me on the line again is Jordan Hofnagel, signNow's Senior Partner Marketing Manager. Jordan, happy to be back with you to talk more about signNow.
Hello, thanks for having me back.
Of course. So a reminder, folks, that although signNow helps organizations in over 100 industries, for the first 5 episodes of this series, we are focusing on our friends over in the education sector. So last week, we talked a little bit about the journey for University of Michigan and learned a little bit more about how signNow is helping them to digitize document processes for their faculty and students. In this second video, we wanted to chat a little bit about Central New Mexico Community College's journey with signNow and dive into how they're leveraging the platform. So Jordan, I understand that Central New Mexico's Community College was originally using DocuSign. What were some of the key deciding factors that made them want to switch to signNow?
Yeah, great question. I would say there are 4 key reasons that CNM moved to signNow. So first is its adaptability across the many departments and campuses. So it's a very wide range of campuses and departments, and they all have their own use cases. And signNow was able to serve each and every one of those to help digitize and automate those processes for them. The second is signNow's cost-effective pricing model and flexibility of usage. So being priced, typically about 25% less than competitors and allowing more sends was a really big deal. The fast and secure deployment, so very quick to get implemented across the entire campus and all the departments. And then lastly, the user-friendly interface. So, we regularly win awards for our user-friendly interface, that ease of use. So that really helped to increase adoption across each department, across all the campuses, so that they had one e-signature solution that folks really used and loved.
Wow. So I do remember when we talked last week, we said the user-friendly interface was a reason that University of Michigan also went with signNow over their competitors. So that's pretty fascinating. So
yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So what are some of the key results? And sorry, you call them CNM. A little bit easier, I guess.
A little bit easier.
Awesome. So what are some of those key results that CNM are seeing after the switch over to signNow?
Yeah, sure. So they essentially streamlined the student and staff document interactions while satisfying those regulatory compliances. So, at the highest level, that's a huge win. So staff was able to deploy in just minutes and instantly start sending those digital documents out. The students were able to sign those documents anytime, anywhere with the signNow mobile app or just their mobile web browser without requiring a login. So only the staff needed to have a license in order to edit and send those documents out. So what's really great is that regardless of the variety of use cases across the different departments and campuses that I've mentioned, they could have the same exact signing experience. So whether that student is in person signing, on a tablet or kiosk in the financial aid office, or at home from their laptop, or on their way to class and doing it, from their phone, it's the exact same signing experience, exact same user interface. So that was a huge win. It's a great, they see great adoption for that, and they see very complete, accurate documents because of that as well. And then, lastly, the staff doesn't have to worry about meeting those signature invite limits because we have such high utilization allowances.
Oh, wow. It sounds like I'm picking up on that mobile device agnostic piece that you're talking about. And I think that sounds like it's really important to CNM's unique needs. Let's talk a little bit about security, though, and compliance, because I think you also mentioned that in there as well about the security. I can imagine, like any other industry, of course, that securing data, is incredibly important to people, obviously.
Right.
So how is signNow able to provide that for CNM and for other customers as well?
Yeah, so specifically with CNM, working with student data like student disability contracts, accommodation statements, student financial aid forms, security is of the utmost importance. So signNow offers that world-class security with compliance certifications like SOC 2, HIPAA, GDPR, CFR compliance. So while all of those letters might mean something to you or maybe not, really just think two-factor authentication, session timeouts due to inactivity, e-signature timestamps, document history retention, court admissible audit trails, those kinds of security and compliance best practices to meet the needs of CNM and other signNow customers.
Oh, incredible. It's great to
Yeah.
hear that your platform is so secure, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, Jordan, I want to say thanks again for joining me today, and I hope that everybody watching this learned a little bit more about signNow's platform and maybe explored that art of the possible again for their own organization. You can join Jordan and I next Friday for our third 5-Minute Friday session, where we're going to get a little bit more granular and discuss a little bit more of a case study around an individual user perspective from the teacher's lens. So, if you're looking for that kind of thing, then definitely join us next Friday for sure. If you're interested in chatting with us a little bit more about signNow in the meantime, you can always reach out to us at cloud@proservit.com, and we can get that conversation started with you for sure. But until then, thanks so much again, Jordan, for being on the line with me today, and we'll chat next Friday.
Cheers.